Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new series that I'm starting. Now, I know we were in the middle of a good old Wukong run, but if I'm gonna be... What the heck? What was that? That dolphin got some insane height, and I think it was because of the big old whale. Anyway, so I know we were in the middle of a Wukong run, but I don't know how. Somehow, we lost the run. And like I said, I don't really know how. When I launched up the game, it just put me back into the character select menu, which doesn't normally happen. So in a bit of a huff and a puff, I've
Short
decided to
grass.
what the heck was that? How do I disable this? Hold on, let me see. Okay, I sorted it out. That was a very interesting interaction that I just had there. Anyway, so we are going to be doing a beautiful little mod pack. Well, we're going to go and venture into there because I have some plans for this episode. This mod pack, for those that want to play it too, is called Beyond Depth. Really fun. I did add vampirism and FTB Ultimine to it, just as I like my vein mine, and I also like the vampirism mod, as it is a really cool way that you can either become a vampire hunter or a vampire. Now, for today's episode, I have two plans. Number one, become a vampire, as that is the route that I like going down. And I have yet to actually go all the way through with it, so I am really interested to see what will happen. And then number two is to find a good spot to live, which is going to be a bit more difficult than it sounds. But as all things begin, let's cut down a little bit of a tree here. So we're gonna cut down this tree. Wonderful. Get ourselves some delightful wooden tools. Then we're gonna get a piss off. We're then gonna get a beautiful, beautiful little pickaxe. Make ourselves. Let's go with this, just so that we can control what we mine. This way we get a beautiful, nice, and easy way at mining different ores. Bam, there goes the pickaxe, perfectly fine, because we now come back up here, make sure we're not getting chased, we're doing fine. Make ourselves a... Huh? Is there no stone axe? Would you look at that? Okay. Interesting. So it appears that they've gone and removed stone tools. Can I make a stone sword? No. Hmm. Alright, well, we're gonna rock our way through with a wooden sword then, I guess, and we'll just find some iron in a chest later on. Now, as much as I want to kind of fight my way through here, number one, thank you, thank you. Those are sheep carcasses. Essentially, the dead animals become a type of pick upable. Whoa. Oh, oh, he infected me, but I'm starving to death. Oh, well, that was rude of him. Okay. So we essentially want to get what we had there, that one little effect called the sanguinis, whatever. That is our ticket to becoming a vampire. Now, there are two ways of getting it. One, which we just saw, where you get attacked by a vampire and they bite you and infect you. Now, this does not always happen, so we always have to be kind of careful. The other way is to kill a vampire, like we're attempting to do now, and when you kill it, you have a chance of receiving that right there, which is actually really lucky for us. All right, let's go along the ocean. We can get the dolphin's grace if we go around here, I'm sure. Bonk. Don't mind the fact that we are swimming in blood water. That doesn't mean anything. We're fine. One thing I actually do need to be careful about. Hey, you want to give me... Thank you. Beautiful. Right, so I know for a fact that if we can swim by and get past here, I actually do want to get this too while I'm here. I'm just going to get a beginner's beautiful amount. We're suffocating. I didn't actually expect it to be a ruined village. Huh? I was hoping for a proper one, but hey, we can't always be winners. So, one thing that we now need to do, now that we have the means of becoming a vampire, we need to find a good place to become one. Now, we could do it here in this ruined village, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not what I want. I want a proper village. All right, so we have done a little. Oh, hey, look, it's a vampire hunter. Now we've done a little bit of an exploration. As you can see, there's the ancient village. We just went along the beach. I came here looking for food, and we found kitty slippers. Really cute thing is so if we can level it up enough, we get access to this 9 lives ability. But for now, we have soft paws, which is very good for us, and cat's gaze, which means that phantoms and creepers will not even attempt to interact with us, which is super good for us. Now, because of our extremely low amount of food, we're going to take whatever we can get. Now, one downside, for those that know about vampirism, they'll know that a downside about becoming a vampire is that you have to rely on a blood kind of system instead of a food system. Normally, this would actually be kind of a up and down situation where you're not really sure if it's a good or a bad. But I'm afraid for us it is quite a bad thing because there is in fact a artifact that we can get which is promptly called the Eternal Steak, which is an infinite amount of food permanently. So once you get it, you first get something called Eternal. I think it's called like Eternal Beef, which then becomes the Eternal Steak when you cook it, which is a bit difficult for us because given our current predicament, this is actually a really good house to find because number one, full iron armor, just like that. Again, a really good house to find. Number two, uh, diamond weapon already, more food, saddle. What else can we grab? We can get ourselves an anvil if we want one. Have some cake, because why not? We'll grab a bed and set our spawn point just in case, because I don't want to spawn all the way on the opposite side of the vampire area. Climb on up here and let's have a look at what's over here. Ooh, aqua affinity. We'll take it. Some mining assistance. We're gonna hold on to this right here. Beautiful. Let me just swap with it. Alright, with that done, number one, let me get my little pickaxe here. Because I am going to mine up this. And then I'm also going to quickly make a iron tool. Because these count as blocks of iron. Which is crazy good for us. I don't know why there's some lag, but there is. That's a bottom line, and that's fine. We're going to toss that away, and let's get on the move again. Ooh, now I don't know about a desert biome. Let's actually open up our map and see what we can find. That's weird. There's a gap here. I don't see anything though, sadly. Hmm. There is some kind of house there. Alright, well, I suggest we instead go this way, because I myself don't quite like desert biomes. So we're gonna go with my own little gut move here, and let's go find ourselves a beautiful village. Alright, so we did quite a bit of exploring and finally came across what? Did this one have horns? Oh, that's so cool. Anyway, sorry, I keep getting distracted by small things. So we did quite a lot of exploring. Our inventory is very full now, and we've taken a little bit of damage, but all is good. We finally found our first village, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not one of my favorite. As you guys can see, we've done a lot of exploring. When we left off, we were like around, where were we? Like somewhere here. We hadn't even explored in that yet. We came across this. We saw this, but I'm not going to even touch that yet. That is such a big mission to explore. We came all the way along this route, all the way from here. We went all the way around. Saw some cool stuff over there. Came around to here. I do want to know what this is like over here, but we can go and explore that later. Same with that. All of that stuff can all be explored later. We have now officially done the two things that I wanted to do for this episode. We have started becoming a vampire, although it will take another 12 minutes. We've started that, and we've also found ourselves our first village. But that kind of leaves me guessing on what to do next in the sense of where do we want to live. Now, last time I did a thing before I actually decided to do a series on, oh, sorry about that, on this, was I had a village base that was kind of flooded. So I want to make sure this time around it isn't flooded. Now there is a few ways for me to be able to do that. Number one, stay and start my base away from the water, which is kind of the way I'm probably gonna go. kind of the direction I am much more leaning towards. So I want to start, maybe we make this area here. There's a wonderful chapel right over here, our little home. It's got a lovely big welcoming gate. We'll that's a bit weird. But I do have an idea for that. That can be fun. That can be fun. There's also these bounty boards, which will be a lot of fun. It gives us some enchants and all that, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm getting any of those done anytime soon. So for now, we want to make sure that we have a little vampire area, and only way I can think of doing that is simple. I want to go down here and make a little underground base, but that can be done next time when we have a. I want to go and explore for a little artifact when we're done in a moment here. It's called the digging claws. It allows us to essentially dig to a specific tier of like mining, as if it was a specific kind of pickaxe, until a certain tier of that pickaxe. Now, I believe I've made sure to set mine quite nice along with the speed, because normally it is quite slow. I think that looks good. I'm gonna change these to over here up because I don't want these to be like this. I want these to actually, you know what? I can do that and then do that. I can then just crouch walk through. I think that's pretty good, and then I'll set it up so I can do that for all of those. That'll be really good for us, and that should hopefully help us out. For now, we've got a lot of food around the place, but our main important thing that I want to do is we do have the two in here already. I want to ensure that we have a way to breed villagers, because as a vampire, you rely off of blood, and blood is going to come at quite the hefty price. So it does. We could get ourselves a new bow. I think it just changed. I believe it just changed. Could get a crossbow. How do we know when these change? That's what I want to know. Is where does it tell us when it's gonna change? Infinity? Well, 4 emeralds. Can't I do that now? Where's my bow? There it is. Aha! Yeah, screw the saddle. We don't need a saddle. Alright. I forgot there was a whole chest here. Hey, there's an extra thing there. Very nice. I need to go, and we do have some wood, so we're actually going to utilize this wood. We'll toss that on the floor for now. Let's make ourselves some chests, because I'm not going to lie, that's kind of what we need right now. We're going to make 4. Should be enough to hold our little bit of loot now. Let me just mine this up real quick. Okay. Come on. Hurry up. There we go. Bonk. Beautiful. And that will allow us to store everything. Now, one thing that I want to do before I forget, because knowing me, I will forget, is I want to set up my bed. I'm going to put it right over there. Perfect. So we have our spawn point now is properly set. We have an infinity bow already, which is going to go really well for us. I'm going to hold on to those so that we can do some wheat farming, because we are going to need to do so when we are going to be farming those villages. Next, I want to set up where I want to start doing the base. Now, realistically, I would think of going in there because eventually we will become susceptible to sunlight. But at the same time, sorry about that, we could just go and dig into the side of this mountain here, which will give us a lot more room in the sense of we can go down from there and not have to worry too much. Along with the fact that, I mean, the door is right here. So during any types of like daytimes, I could just run all the way over to here. I think that might be the way to go, especially given the fact that I believe this is over a cliff. I don't know where I can dig down over there. I know I can dig down fine over here. So that's what we're going to set up. We're going to go, I think we're going to dig in right over here. I'm going to just set up a little bit of an area. And with that done, we can just do that. Beautiful. Now that we've marked that, let's go and loot all of these village houses and hope we can get a digging claw. I don't think we will. I don't often, to be honest, get lucky when it comes to any of these chests giving us what we need. We're also going to rob every single one of these beds. Our future villagers will need it. Don't mind me as I just take all the hay bales too, because that's just free food. Hello, you. What more? Thank you for your delightful sacrifice. I say sacrifice, I mean donation. My goodness me. It is raining. Hey, you got a bed? Good enough. Oh, you do have a chest. I can't access your chest. Hold on. Ah, and it didn't really have anything worthwhile, but whatever. We hold on. We strive to be a better man. You got any chest up here? No? Okay, fine. I'll take your books. Thank you, my good sir. Now, the nice thing that we have going for us in this mod pack is that it has the one mod that allows you to refresh villager trades. So, for instance, like I could actually get to one of those villagers with a job and give you a little thing. As you can see, it's like 6. We can then click this and you can see it changes. Nice and easy. That'll become very handy later on. So we're definitely going to be using that as much as we can. What is this? Oh, it's a cool little, like, fountain thing. That's cool. Hey, you guys got anything for me? Thank you. As you can see, I mean, like, we've gotten 0 artifacts so far. It's kind of crazy, I won't lie. It always upsets me greatly. I'm gonna do the rest of the looting, and then we're gonna go and check out one other landmark before we end this off. Okay, so I know we're not at the new landmark. I just wanna go quiet a bit. I want everyone to listen to the rain. The rain on this wall just sounds so nice. Alright, so this is the little point of interest that I wanted to go to just prior to ending off now. First welcoming episode to the new series. This is a vampire altar. Now, this is going to be used at a later stage, but regardless of when it gets used, we're going to need this, and just having these little blocks be provided for us. Number one, I mean, free iron if we desperately need to use that for iron. I would like to hold on to it just in case, but at the same time, it's not like it's going to be a problem. And at the same time as being a good area for that, I believe there's also a chest here. Yes, okay. Beautiful. Number one, pure blood is crazy good for us. And we have a little starting supply of blood. What is that? Oh, right, it's this dripping. So there's also this huge cave here, which we should definitely remember by. We need to be careful not to die, because we will unvampify, essentially. What is up there? Now that might be a really cool place to at one point live. We'll definitely have a look at it, because that'll be super interesting. We can take up some villagers up there and start a whole like thing. At the same time though, I might just use it as inspiration for a build in the future. We're being shot at, of course we are. But either way, as always guys, this is going to be the end of this episode to the beginning of a brand new series where we get to become vampires. As always, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, and of course I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.